After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the bootleg, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 56 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the foul.
7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big deep Offensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Rivers is going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw, Rivers. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Off the bootleg, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. Jones has it. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down, ready, 5:25. Got it. 31's the mic. Smooth. I'm coming. 31's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 31's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. All right, 25
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Atlanta.
30, 280, 25.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Ready, blue 80, 25. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Let him go.
This is Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up third down and 9.
Set, black 15. Check 45 to Mike. I got you. I got you.
On third down, Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers, first down.
Hey, Brown 80.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
White, 80 high. Silver. Orange 5-4. Check Mike 45. Check it on.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing Rivers. Finding some room at midfield. Hunter Henry brings it in. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 2nd and inches. At the
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Rivers. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Freeman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Off the bootleg. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up. 22. Under 10.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, 59, ready? No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Go. Check the out.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man left, man left. Even. 4 down, even. Kill.
11.
He's coming.
61. Matchbox lights.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just like that.
Hey, take this.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
80 weapon.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan now off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Allen Bailey, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Back 25.
52's the mark. Here we go.
There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check 6 guys.
Now Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
SOS. 54, south.
SOS.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Ryan, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown,
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Run 80.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This pass finds its way to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
36, Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tackles.
Check, check.
Check.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go again.
Check.
Here we go again.
Get up.
Freeman again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Squeeze, double. Double tight, guys, double tight.
3 down.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Every day, any day.
Face.
I got you. Jack!
Wait.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
20.
You got 4.
Ryan wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Gun.
31.
Now Ryan on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Falcons.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
You got it, son.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.